Jensen Ackles and Sharon Padalecki.
Thank you, Remy.
Where's my chair? Love you guys. Hi.
Well, I'm gonna have a seat because it's age before beauty, so. Wait.
Welcome.
Nashville!
Last time we will see y'all in 2021.
We just had some hot chicken, so we're a little feisty right now.
Yeah. It's probably in my teeth as well, so forgive me.
He comes up to me in the backstage and he's like, I'm like, oh God!
You smell like nice hot chicken.
I should be used to that by now, but I don't know.
Who's something I love to do, especially because it's been so long. Can I see, Nancy, who is a first timer? All right.
Wow.
Who started Supernatural?
Oh, I don't like this game.
During the pandemic. Hands. I can't see. All right.
You know what that means?
Thank y'all.
That means they watch all of Netflix, all of Hulu, all of Amazon. They watched all of it. They were like, God, I've been putting this on for 15 years. All right, Supernatural, what do you got? And here you are. Hooked you.
Well, welcome. Thank y'all so much. He and I were just chatting. We were eating our hot chicken as we referred to. So just talking about how much we missed this. Missed you guys. So love y'all, and we're gonna get to some questions. Left, right.
Front, back.
I'm gonna go right on that.
Let's do it.
Oh, by the way, for those who didn't hear, can you see my shirt? So this was a Christmas present today from this guy. And I had a shirt that I bought from Academy for like 15 bucks. And I was really proud of it. And then he pulls this out and totally redeems himself. So there's
it's got a lot of representation here. You know, what obviously jumped out to me was there's a giant moose.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. There's a squirrel down here, you know, so right there. And then for Cliff, there's a bear.
Bear. We're not going to talk about bear.
He has a fear of bears, for those of you who don't know this.
And for those of you who don't have a fear of bears as well, shame on you.
But the best thing is if you go into his house, his wife has lovingly put a giant portrait of a bear.
It was a present to me, by the way. It was a Father's Day present. She has a bear tattoo. She has a...
Yeah, she put a bear on her arm, too. Oh, she's twisted.
Happy Father's Day. I fucking hate bears. All right, on that note, but thank you for my bear. Hi there.
Hello, Jensen and Jared. I love you both. I'm a Gilmore Girls fan on top of a Supernatural fan. So this question is for Jared.
I'll take it.
In Gilmore Girls, what did you think about the Dean and Lindsay storyline? Because I know you didn't really like the Amelia Sam line in Supernatural.
I'm glad you asked. So, if you look back, I don't know.
So the Dean Lindsay storyline. I remember the majority of my thoughts were like, I think it was season 4 maybe of Gilmore Girls that we started that, maybe even 5. But I remember thinking to myself in between takes, no one will ever play a character named Dean as well as I'm currently playing.
And and then Supernatural happened.
So, Ariel, who played Lindsay, is wonderful, and she's a friend. And I remember going like, man, I don't really, like, I think Dean's kind of a bit of a jerk. But, hey, shh. You know, it's one of those things where the pain and the joy of being an actor is you read a script and you're saying what's on the page, you know? So you get to kind of go like, all right, well, I don't maybe agree with some of the things, but I'm gonna explore it and learn a little bit more about myself in the process. And so I greatly enjoyed my fellow actresses who played Amelia and who played Lindsay. But when I meet somebody who's Team Dean, sort of the Gilmore Girls, he's Team Dean. Gilmore Girls. No,
Yeah, but I'm Rory Curious.
Well played. I'm sort of like, all right, well, it's fun to do things that you would never do. Thank you for watching. How old are you?
You don't ask that.
I'm 22.
It's dark. I can't see.
I'm 22.
You're 22? So I was filming Gilmore Girls when you were a year old. You were this many. Well, thank you for catching up. I'm sorry I've been a part of your life for so long. She doesn't know life without the giant four-headed Pollock. That's really unfortunate, and I feel for you. I hope your holiday season is better than prior. Thank you so much.
Did you, real quick, did you watch Gilmore Girls, like, recently? Is this something you streamed?
She's only been live for 3 years.
Or did you? Well, that's what I'm wondering, like, or did you just find, like, a box of old VHS tapes? Okay, good.
It's me and my mom.
But just so you know, you probably will find a box of VHS tapes with a lot of his work on it.
Laser discs. Even like wall paintings, like where people
She
carve.
doesn't even know what a VHS tape is.
Thank you for your question. Oh, Lordy.
Goodness.
Hi.
That's all. Have a good night.
Thank you, Jensen. Thank you. Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Well,
I'm well as well.
I love both of you, like, so much, but...
But who do you love more?
Actually, I'm getting to that.
Simmer down, Nitro. She's getting to it.
This question is actually for Jensen. I don't love you more.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. I met him 3 years ago at Family Business when you did your little thing in 2019. And
yeah, you remember that.
He's just had my heart ever since. So I want to know what he's doing right now.
You want to know what Gino's doing right now?
Yes.
have a t-shirt that says, "What's Gino doing?" Is that what Gino doing? For those of you who don't know, Gino is my brother-in-law. So clearly, anyone that is either some sort of a brother to me, this girl really likes. So I see through that because I'm the common denominator in this situation. I'm trying, I don't know. What's today? Sunday? Gino's probably pouring beer out of Dripping Springs. And yes, he's a heart stealer, that is for sure. That guy is,
He's a heart problem.
he is, yeah. You've got, I guess I have to say you've got good taste, but I find it questionable. Thank you for your kind of question. And the insults, I appreciate that.
Thank you more.
I love you, Jared.
I love you too.
We've always heard you say that you've learned so much from the people that you work with, whether it be a director or a cast member or another actor. Is there someone that each of you would just kill to work with purely to learn from them, whether it be as a producer or a director or an actor?
Yeah, I'll start. So, I wouldn't say this in front of him, but I learned so much from working with this bow-legged dude from Texas. I would never tell him, but I hope to keep. It's almost like if you've ever done martial arts, you kind of have your sensei or your sifu. You have somebody who you learn and grow with, and part of learning is trusting. And so, where I find myself these days is I'm a little hesitant to trust on set, as far as like, all right, I'm gonna listen to advice, or I feel like an old hat, like I've done 400 and something episodes of television, I'm sort of like, all right, I know what I'm doing. But I know with this guy, every day I work with him, I'm a little better the next morning. So I think I can't wait to work with him again, and we will.
Yeah, I mean, that's easily, I can easily echo that. When you have like a sparring partner that just is, that makes you better, that you can learn and you can grow with, that is certainly just an incredibly valuable situation. You know, it is that give and take that I think he and I learned an incredible amount from each other over the past 15 years. That said, there are certainly others in the industry that have a reputation like that, and I would certainly love to get an opportunity to work with some of them. I'm just kind of thinking of a few that come to mind. I've heard wonderful things about Viggo Mortensen. Everything I've heard makes me like really interested to see what he's like on set and to observe. You know, Keanu Reeves is someone who's very widely respected, and I think it certainly takes a certain personality, but it also takes a great amount of talent to be at the level that they're playing at. And I think he and I both kind of aspire to not just be able to play at that level, but also to be respected at that level. That's an important thing for he and I.
Thank you, Ben.
Hi, my name is Sam. I'm actually...
Yeah, Sam. Sam.
I'm actually from South Carolina with my best friend Melinda. It's our first convention.
No way, you're from South Carolina?
Yes.
Don't say.
And
She just said.
Jared, you're adorable, you really are, but Jensen is just really hot.
Yeah, how do you think I feel having to be like the wingman for 20 episodes?
Well, I mean, no,
There's Jensen and the ugly brother.
Jensen and his henchmen.
Jensen and Chewbacca with less hair. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for reminding me of that.
Yeah, when Ripley wrote Supernatural, fun fact for you, it was really supposed to be kind of a Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and it ended up being Han Solo, Chewbacca. Just kind of the way they did it.
Just less hair.
I'm terribly sorry. There's a question in here, I know there is.
My question.
You better change your name. You don't get Sam anymore.
So my question is, because I've been asking several people here that have been to the convention before, and everyone tells me how incredibly good you smell. So I have just got to know, what cologne do you wear?
I don't know. It's
the musk.
It's the musk. It's just the natural musk. It's called sweat and tree bark. I believe I don't know. I think what I have on today is literally tobacco vanilla.
Okay.
Tom Ford. There you go.
That's what the boyfriends get for Christmas.
It smells
There you
good.
go.
And it smells good. Thank you, Sam. Bye.
Hi guys. As a young, up-and-coming actor, you both have been the biggest inspirations for my career. I just wanted to thank you. And to ask you if you have any big inspirations from when you were young.
In the business?
Yeah, and any artist of any kind.
Wow. Well, thank you. I guess I'll start. I think a lot of the people that I really admired were kind of and also when I was growing up watching TV and movies, there was no social media, there was no internet for a long time. And so for whatever reason, I found myself drawn to kind of I was gonna say, I don't want to say these three words because it's gonna make people think something else, but like the silent but deadly. Which is to say, like I love like William H. Macy, like these but I love
this should really be inscribed on your tombstone, but now that takes a whole different meaning.
I liked actors and actresses that weren't maybe like their name on the poster, so to speak, but you watch the movie or the TV episode. Yeah, they weren't the marquee name, but you watch and you're like, wait, who's like I love a movie called Inglourious Basterds. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. And
some dude back there really like that.
You feel me? Wherever you are, you feel me? But my two favorite actors in that movie, though Brad Pitt's enormously famous and marquee, and you know Christoph Waltz was outstanding. My two favorite actors from that movie were the French farmer in the first scene. I guess Shoshana's guardian. Well, he was hiding Shoshana, and the actor who played. I think he was an SS officer in the basement. I need my South Carolina friend Sam to say, I'm in a basement. But because you watch them, and they're both in 10 minutes of the movie, but for me, I'm just drawn to them. And I've watched those scenes several times. So I love the little nuances. And so I would go to like character actors a lot and just really focus on them.
Yeah, I mean, you really pull inspiration as when I was young from a lot of different things. I watched a lot of, I would say the Harrison Fords of the world and the Bruce Willis's and the certainly like Kevin Costner's. Those were the kind of actors that but also, I mean, like I watched a lot of really silly comedy movies with my dad too. You know, Mel Brooks and Jerry Lewis and you know, stuff like that. So I feel like, what's that? Tim Conway? Yeah, like, you know, Carol Burnett show. Like, I mean, these are old stuff, but it's the comedy there and the stuff that you can learn from that. I always, you know, but then, because we were right under the class of actors of, like, you know, like your Brad Pitts and your Tom Cruises and your Johnny Depps, and you know, these guys were doing some really great work, you know, and continue to. But so, you know, anything that anybody or any character or any film or any story that inspires you, use that. Yeah.
Break a leg. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Renee. Hi, Jared. Hi, Jensen.
Hi.
I'm so excited and nervous, you guys. I think my spine fell out of my butt back there. If somebody wants to go find it for me, that'd be awesome.
Wait. I want to hear that again.
It just settled and fell right out.
Your spine found your butt?
It fell out.
It fell out of your butt?
It severed itself from excitement.
That's
It
unfortunate.
just ceased to exist. And
Do we have a doctor in the house?
That is so visual. It's like something out of Aliens.
So I'm here at my
I'm so curious. Was it like a string?
No, more details.
Was it like coke?
I'm sorry, my voice is so scratchy. Matt Cohen did a number on my vocal cords.
Hey, first timers, welcome to the SPNNASH. So just to fill you in,
I have so many questions.
we're not going to ask them. We're not going to ask them today.
No, it was
But-
karaoke. It was karaoke.
I know.
I'm sure it was.
But just so y'all know, there are people who are just staying at the hotel who are walking around hearing us talk about, like, Lucifer and dying and coming back to life and spines falling out of butts. And they're going like, why are we staying here at this point? Anyways, Karen.
Yeah, so,
I'm afraid. This is going to continue.
I'm sweating.
no, it's gonna be fine, you guys. It's okay.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
That sounds like bullshit.
If you guys would just do me a huge favor and just wave towards the middle section at my sister Teresa, that's the reason I'm here today.
What's
I love you,
happening to her,
Teresa.
Are you dressed as Sully?
She is dressed as Sully, yes.
Yeah, I like it. I saw that. Yeah,
Thank you.
What's up, Sul?
Okay, sorry you guys, I'm monopolizing. I really do want to know, what do you miss the most about working with each other so often, and what do you miss the least about not having to see each other all the time?
I feel like what I miss the most is that when we were on set together, I had the clear and distinct feeling that my spine and my butt were connected.
And then nobody was going to do a number on your throat.
I just... That's it. But I felt like I knew what I was doing. I was like, oh, my spine, it's
Still there.
It's where it's supposed to be. It's where it's still been.
I'm going to get us back. Here we go.
Dig up, pull up.
We'll start with and there's many things that I could say in respects to what I miss about working with them. I'll just pick one. One is the shorthand that we had. That's something that really only comes with working together for as long as we had. But just how quickly he and I can get work done in a manner that we're both excited about, happy with. Just the efficiency in which he and I worked together was just something that's rare, I find. Something that I don't miss is, I don't miss him coming into my trailer to have a little chat about whatever, and then taking his gum and putting it on my counter so that he can speak more freely. And then and he's talking as if this never happened. And I'm just staring at it, going, every time, I don't understand. And then I'm like, bro, the gum. And he's like, oh. Well, let me just say, I'm like, stop putting your gum on my counter, man.
It tastes better with oxygen. That's why people smack.
I don't miss that, and I don't miss being trapped in the Impala in between setups after lunch. If you catch my drift.
I guess you caught his drift one too many times.
And sometimes I thought it might have been a spine, but it was like a ghost spine.
I miss not having a place to put my gun. You know? No, I'll echo Eccles on our shorthand, and I think it goes back to the question about who do you want to work with, you know? But having that trust with somebody, like I know when he and I work, you know, we know each other's strengths, and I don't want to say weaknesses, but we know what we thrive at, and he would see in me if I wasn't thriving the way he knew I could, and vice versa. You know, you're tired, you've flown all night, or you couldn't sleep, or whatever. Your dog gets up in the middle of the night, you can't go to sleep. And so, you know, there'd be those moments, because we have this thing on sets where, you know, you're working on a scene, when they call action and you have a 2-minute scene or whatever, if they call cut, moving on, then that's going to exist forever. You know, like hopefully my ancestors who never meet me will see my work, but it's also daunting. It's also going like, wait, so the next 120 seconds of my life will be around ad nauseum, you know, ad infinitum, for people to go like, oh, this is your great-great-great-granddaddy, Jared. And it's intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. Like for me, not for everybody. But I miss that I knew somebody so well, still know somebody so well, that if there was one of those moments where he could tell I was thinking about, you know, something else on the planet, kids or finances or spouses or travel or whatever, that he'd be like, hey man, let's do it again. And if he said, it was simple as, that was shorthand. He didn't say like, hey man, you know, you should be more emotional. He would just be like, hey, let's do another take. Whoever the director is, like, hey, let's do it again, and vice versa. Like, I don't need to give him direction, and vice versa.
But literally it would look like, you know, say the last line of the scene, and, you know, they yell, cut, and he'd just like tap me and be like, hey man, go again. I'd be like, yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, and I'm like, can I get another one? Yeah.
And then he would surpass what I even expected.
Well, I knew exactly what it was too, because he, not all the time, I mean, sometimes he'd point it out and be like, hey, try a different delivery on this line. And be like, oh yeah? Yeah, okay. And I would do it and be like, oh yeah, that did flow better, or that did make more sense. So yeah, there is a shorthand. Now, you know, a lot of actors out there that don't like that. they don't want to be coached or they don't want to workshop things in the scene with the other actor. You know, they come in either very prepared, or they just want to do their own thing, or it's an ego thing. Like they don't want their co-star to tell them something that maybe they didn't think of, and now it's an ego thing. So that didn't exist with he and I. He and I we knew that we had each other's best interest at heart, and best interest of the show, the characters, the story, always at heart. And so he and I really trusted each other in that regard. And that's, you know, I think that's one of the many reasons why the show lasted as long as it did.
Yeah, agreed. Thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, boys. Okay, so before I get to my question, I was asked to relay a message to Jared from my best friend.
You were asked to give matches to relay a message, got it.
Yeah. She's re-watching Gilmore Girls, and she does not like Dean.
She does not like Dean?
No.
Okay,
She hates
well, I
him.
guess tell her thank you.
those are mutually exclusive that doesn't like Dean on Supernatural, but it's just rewatching Gilmore Girls.
But loves Dean on
loves Dean.
Awesome. We'll tell your friend thank you, and please don't blame me.
I just wanted to know how your families are. How are they doing?
I don't know, how you guys doing? Families are good. Families are good. You know, excited about next week. It's the last week before the holiday break. So there's, you know, little holiday parties and stuff at the school. So go check that out. Everybody's, the kids are coming home with, you know, arts and crafts that are holiday themed and stuff. But no, everybody's solid. Thank you.
Yeah, me too. To echo him, I think my family's excited about getting to hang a little bit. It's been a busy couple of months in our world, and so same as Eccles, my kids are all done with school on Friday until January, and so I think just excited about, you know, getting on with it and seeing each other. We all had COVID, we got over it, and we were stuck at home for however many months. Thank you. Yeah, that was good. But yeah, how's your family?
We're still kicking, so. We're still kicking.
That's the idea. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Hi guys, thanks for being here.
Hi.
My question is, do you have any like absolute holiday traditions, like if you didn't do it, it just wouldn't be the holidays, that you could tell us about?
Streaking. Yo, man. I'll tweet where to meet.
The streaking flash mob.
Yeah, tons. So I have to have pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving and stuffing and turkey and watch Cowboys. So apples as well. You know, we grew up Cowboys fans. His family and mine. So every Thanksgiving day, we went. As a matter of fact, this is really funny. So season 1 of Supernatural, it was in Canada, and so you don't get American Thanksgiving off. And so we basically said, like, listen, y'all can like film this on Thursday, Thanksgiving. I know it's not a Canadian holiday, but we're going to be watching the Cowboys game. So y'all either put like a satellite dish outside of a trailer so we can watch it, or you know, we're going to find some place to watch it. They're like, all right. So always Cowboys, and then as far as Christmas, we do the elf with the kids, you know. Usually Christmas.
What do you mean you do the elf with the kids?
You know what I mean.
You mean the elf shows up,
so to speak,
and then goes away every night and comes back? Don't ruin this for me.
We do. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we look for the elf.
Okay.
We usually do like we usually do presents on Christmas Eve, like with family and friends or extended family, and other presents on Christmas. What else do we do? I try and watch Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, Love Actually, Die Hard.
We made the mistake of going, oh, Love Actually, that's a great holiday movie. And the kids were in the living room, like hanging, like playing with their toys, and we're like, oh, that is not a child-appropriate movie. Whoa. There's a whole storyline of the stand-ins, of the adult movie stand-ins that I totally forgot about. Until I like just put it on, right? We're like doing stuff in the kitchen. Kids are like playing, and I walk by and I'm like, yo, where's all right.
Daddy, what was that?
How about Bluey? Huh? My wife is from Louisiana, so we do a holiday gumbo every year, along with my mother-in-law makes whiskey balls. And I've never even had a whiskey ball until I know, man, it's low-hanging fruit, just leave it alone.
The balls or the whiskey? We do tamales. We do tamales. Yeah. Did I tell you the story?
Stop.
No.